Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. Quickly updating you on Bitcoin and crypto in general. In the morning, we have seen Bitcoin dropping quite severely, actually, going all the way to below 100k. And now, currently, as we speak, right now, it's currently 9:30 p.m. here, Central European time, and Bitcoin is at around 102,000 USD, having a little bit of a bounce back, and we're continuing to go all the way to completely new all-time high. So, should you panic that we're having a little bit of a correction? Well, I do believe that 102, which was a Fibonacci retracement level, that's a very significant level, and we broke that level and we went all the way to 104,000 USD. Doesn't necessarily mean that we cleared the 102, but we're clearly having a little bit of a struggle over there. So what to expect right now, and what are the next price targets, and whether you should cash out some profits right now or wait for a little bit. By all means, I'm not a financial advisor. You should always do your own due diligence, manage your own risks, understand what's going on in the market from your own perspective, and then act accordingly. I do believe, that's my personal opinion, I do believe that we can go all the way to 106,000 USD, which is a mini Fibonacci retracement level based on the previous lows over the last months and the current highs. So 106 can present itself as a very strong level, and we can see how things are going to behave at 106. So my personal target for now, 106k. Once we hit the 106k, I will be re-evaluating the whole scenario, and then potentially, if we have momentum in the market, if we have enough volume in the market, we can go all the way to 126,000 USD. Yes, 126. That's a significant increase from where we are right now. That's going to be nearly 25% increase, and that would be the ultimate price target for the end of this year. So first of all, congrats to everyone, because we're currently at an all-time high. So I believe everyone is in profit. So congrats to everyone who's been holding Bitcoin for long and over a decade now. So it's quite a big achievement. So the thing is that you shouldn't be shattered and shaken by what's going on in the market. It's completely normal to have a like 20, 30, even 50% correction. That's not going to be a correction. That's going to be mostly a crash. But I would say between 10 and 30%, that's a moderate correction. It's not really a severe correction. More than 30%, that's going to be a slightly more aggressive correction. 50%, we can call it a crash, but it's still a correction. If you scroll back like 4 years ago, Bitcoin hit 63,000 US dollars, went back again to 20 something, and then went up again to 67k. So, and all of that was in a span of like 1.5 months or so. So Bitcoin can have this crazy volatility even at big numbers, even at big bulky 100k numbers. So you have to have the adaptability that you can actually do that. The big question is when to cash out. That's completely up to you. That's completely up to you. I do have like a general idea of how people think right now. They just want to hold Bitcoin for life, which is a good thing, because the value of any fiat currency will be decreasing day after day. So you can potentially hold it for life. You can never sell Bitcoin. But the smart move would be, there are cycles in the market, there are ups and downs, and as the number gets bigger and bigger, these corrections like 20-30%, you're talking about 20-30,000 USD in a correction. So you can actually benefit from that. You can increase your portfolio, you can cash out some profit, treat yourself, invest somewhere else, invest in stock market, invest in real estate, do whatever you want to do. But try to be brave enough to take some profit and say, okay, I'm satisfied and happy with these results. I'm cashing out and then waiting until the market corrects again, and then we can re-enter once again in the market. So the biggest lesson right now, that since we got over 100k, that doesn't necessarily mean that we will always hold above the 100k for the next 4 years until we have the next halving. Not necessarily. I mean, it can happen, but it's not necessarily going to be the case. So we can potentially go back, drop back again below the 90k, 80k, even 70k, who knows, and then we can get Bitcoin on a good offer, on a good sale. So you can treat Bitcoin in that regard, and you can also keep holding and never sell it, and just buy it and forget about it. That's a way. And many other people are just trading on and off. Many other people are trading with leverage. You can do whatever you want to do, as long as it's benefiting you financially. Then you can carry on doing that, but just understand the layers of risks associated with every single method of trading or holding Bitcoin. So it's completely up to you. For now, I would say that the price is relatively stable. We're gonna test again the 102 to see whether it will hold or not. And once we pump over the 102, close above the 102, then we can go all the way to 106, reevaluate the situation. If we clear it, then I would say that's a green light all the way. Next price target 126. And then once we hit the 126, I believe that we will be slightly overextended. That is going to be a good time to start at least taking some profits, like 5%, 10%, 20%, up to you. But at least cash out some profits and then wait until the market corrects, because we will have to go through a correction at some point. Can be at 102, can be at 110, can be 126, can be 140, nobody knows. But we will need to see how is the volume and how is the market reacting, and also political aspects. This cycle is very special because it's led by political decisions and political events. We started seeing the massive spike in price in all crypto after Donald Trump won. So I do believe all the way until Donald Trump is officially in office, we can still have this momentum. We can still have this urge in the market to continue exploring new highs. But once Mr. Trump is in power and regulations and rules are being implemented, we will see how things will react in the market, how the market will kind of maneuver its way over crypto taxes, if it's going to be abolished in the UK, in the US or not. If Europe is actually implementing, if like Italy is implementing the 42% increase in crypto gains, if France is, I believe France, the government collapsed like a couple of days ago, so thank God. France was actually planning on taxing people on unrealized profit for crypto, so 30% unrealized profit. So, but it's calendar year, and that's, as far as I understood, it's a calendar year thing. So they calculate how much did you have in your portfolio or in your wallet, and then 1 year later they recalculate things. If you're in profit, even if you haven't sold anything, they tax you on the unrealized profits, which is weird. I mean, Frenchies are a bit eccentric, I would say, but anyway, that's their own thing. And I believe the government collapsed, so I don't think this will be a feasible thing. And by all means, it doesn't make any sense. Like, how would you tax someone on an unrealized gain? I mean, it's just like weird. But anyway, so if the US completely scrapped the crypto tax, we will see, like, I believe we can really even touch 200k for Bitcoin, and the amount of people will relocate to the USA after this regulation. I believe the US economy will boom like never before, and this will be a good indication for other countries actually to start realizing that heavily taxing crypto is not going to bring them anything. Actually encouraging people to legally use cryptocurrencies would be the way to go. So I'm not against taxes per se, but I would say within a reasonable range of taxes, like between 5 and 15%, that's an acceptable range of tax to tax people on their profit, on hard earned gains. But taxing unrealized gains, that's insane. Taxing over like 20, 30, 40%, that's completely bananas. So that's my take. But and tax dodging, now it's becoming a thing, and people are even moving countries, moving places, registering themselves somewhere else, and even going to tax havens and so on, just to protect your money from governments trying just to rob you for all the wrong causes out there. Conflicts and political tensions out of nowhere and for nothing, and just like insane political landscape out there. So back to crypto, I do believe that Bitcoin is doing strong, doing great, and it will continue to be great. So keep on holding, keep on the good faith, and we'll see over the next few days and weeks, and probably we'll have a scenario of 2017 or 2017, when Bitcoin went bananas after the 10,000 USD. That was a major psychological barrier, and everyone was waiting for the 10K. We cracked 10K. Few days later, we were at 17K. So if that, like within the same percentage, happened with Bitcoin right now, we'd be looking at 170, 180,000 US dollar Bitcoin. Can happen, hopefully, but realistically speaking, the market cap wouldn't really allow that massive movement with over $2 trillion of market cap or $3 trillion of market cap to be like moved with that amount of effortless ease. So I would say also realistically speaking, we can see 20-30% more, but not like 1.5, 1.7 increase in a span of a couple of weeks. That's my take. Of course, if that happens, I would be happy, but let's get expectations within a realistic range over here. Video is getting a bit long, so thank you all for attention, and let me know in the comments below what do you think about it and whether things will get even more wild for Bitcoin. Thank you.